Hey there, this is Sports Miss. Today's date is 27th day of March 2023, and I want to welcome you to Estadio de Sports Miss, a 240,000 capacity stadium. I want to believe that you enjoy today's edition, today promising to be interesting and mouth-watering. But I want you to stay tuned. While we are back from this short break, I'm going to be introducing my strikers, and we'll begin from the new segment. Catch you while we are back. Okay, welcome back from that short commercial. We'll start off with the news tidbits of sporting event that took place within the month of March 2023 around the globe. We want to bring up to speed, Guinea-Bissau shocked Nigeria with a historic 1-0 victory. Nigeria, who were 3 times African champion, failed to live up to expectation despite having a star-studded attacking lineup that included the likes of Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, Leicester City, Kelechi Iheanacho, Samuel Chukwueze, and Ademola Lookman, all of whom had accounted for over 50 club goals in Europe during the 2022-2023 season. Although the Super Eagles dominated possession in the match early stages of African Cup of Nations qualifiers played on 25th of March 2023 at the National Stadium in Abuja, Guinea-Bissau Mama Bid struck a crucial goal just before half-hour mark to silence the home crowd and shock the Nigerian team. Despite Nigerian late flurry of attacks, Guinea-Bissau held on for a famous win, securing one of the biggest victories in the nation's history. With a win, the White Dog moved to the top of the group with 7 points, overtaking Nigeria. The two teams will face off again today, being Monday at Guinea-Bissau, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be looking to redeem themselves after a disappointing defeat. The return leg is today by 5 p.m. Still on the news, Nigerian 17-year-old defender Benjamin Frederick is now attracting interest around Europe as Anderlecht, RB Leipzig, and Midtjylland FC are tracking him. The 17-year-old Nasarawa United FC defender, who had a great outing at the just concluded Under-20 AFCON in Egypt, where Nigeria Under-20 Flying Eagles finished third after hammering Tunisia 4-0. Rivers United of Rivers State have booked their place at the quarterfinal of CAF Confederation Cup after they played out a 2-2 draw with Diablos Neos at Goswe Abawe International Stadium, Uyo, on Sunday the 19th of March. They are now 10 points apiece with ASEC Mimosa and finished as group leaders with 2 goals difference after 5 matches played. Still in the news, Enyimba FC of Aba have been preferred to represent Nigeria in the CAF inaugural Super League. Enyimba FC will get 2.5 million euros as participation fee for the inaugural CAF Super League that will take stages in August this year. The winner of this league will smile to the bank with 11.6 million euros. Enyimba FC will be the only Nigerian side participating in the inaugural money-spinning CAF Super League. That is a wonderful moment for Enyimba. Still on the news, talking about CAF Super League, the essence of holding this tournament is the huge financial return projected to exceed about $100 million to be used to develop and improve stadiums, infrastructures, and the promotion of African football. The format of this competition will look tough. Number of teams are going to be 24 teams. The competition will have 24 teams divided into 3 regionalized groups: North Africa, Central and West Africa, South and East Africa, for 8 teams per group, and there will be a maximum of 3 teams per country. The team will be from 16 countries. The competition will have 197 matches with the maximum of 21 matches played by the finalists, and promotions and also relegations playoff. The finals will be played in a single match, with the final designed to become the Super Bowl of Africa. The CAF Super League is different from the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup, as it is aimed at giving other big clubs in Africa or in African leagues the opportunity for continental tickets, especially those who missed out in CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup. We shall be going on a short commercial. When we are back from that break, we shall be taking a flight to Europe, and I believe you just stay tuned while we'll catch you back. Welcome back from that short break. If you are just joining us, this is Estadio de Sports Rabbi, a 240,000 capacity stadium. We head over to Europe. This program is designed to keep you informed, your favorite sports show. Thomas Tuchel, in other news, has replaced Nagelsmann as Bayern Munich's coach. Bayern Munich has announced that Thomas Tuchel will become the record Bundesliga champions' new coach after the club parted ways with the former tactician Julian Nagelsmann. Tuchel, previously in charge at Mainz 05, Borussia Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain, and Chelsea, arrives at Allianz Arena on a contract that runs until June 30, 2025. He will be leading his first training section at the club's training facility today, being Monday, 27th March. Ahead of this weekend meeting with Dortmund, Nagelsmann departed with his side in the second place in the Bundesliga standing, 1 point behind leaders BVB, while Bayern are also in the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal. Also, as regards club sacking, yesterday Antonio Conte was sacked by Tottenham after savage rant at Daniel Levy and club's trophy history or record. An official statement released by Tottenham on Sunday, 26 March 2023, that's yesterday, reads, "We can announce that head coach Antonio Conte has left the club by mutual agreement. We achieved Champions League qualification in Conte's first season at the club. We thank Antonio for his contribution and wish him well for the future." Christian Stellini will take charge of the first team as acting head coach for the remainder of the season, along with Ryan Messin as assistant head coach. The Italian tactician, who was appointed as sports boss in November 2021, was due to see his contract expire this summer. Recently, Antonio Conte have criticized both the club and the players for lack of desire for a trophy and lackluster performance. Conte said after a 3-3 draw with Southampton on the 18th of March, he said, "I think it's better to go into the problem. We are not a team. We are 11 players that go into the pitch. I see selfish players that don't want to help each other and don't put their heart into the game." He later went on to add, "It is easy in this way, playing without pressure or importance." Tottenham story is this: 20 years there is the owner and they never won something. But why? The fault is always the club. Or is it only for every other manager that stays here? Conte took in 76 games as manager of Spurs with 41 victories collected along the way while suffering 23 defeats. He was able to guide them to a top 4 finish last season, securing Champions League qualification, but fell short when it comes to bringing a 15 years wait for major silverware to a close for Tottenham. We continue with the news. Also in the news, Todd Boehly, the Chelsea owner, have informally contacted Fulham's owner about potentially using their ground Craven Cottage, with plans for a Stamford Bridge rebuild worth up to €2 billion. Chelsea would be away from the bridge for 4 years and could play Category A games and Champions League matches at Twickenham or Wembley Stadium respectively. The stadium proposed new features include railway lines and underground water below the stadium. Could be forced to rotate the pitch 90 degrees to stay on the current site. Required to build decking over the overground lines. Dig several meters lower than the current pitch. The stadium will be opening by 2030, hopefully. This proposed stadium rebuild could commence around the end of 2024-2025 season. That's a very nice thing for Chelsea. Still in the news, let's talk boxing. Antonio Joshua and Jermaine Franklin set for a boxing fight Antonio Joshua looks to rebound after consecutive loss to Alexandra Usyk when he faces German Franklin on 1st April 2023, and had admitted money is his major motivation ahead of his return. Former two-time heavyweight champion Joshua, 33 years old, will look for a win in over his 2 years when he faces Franklin on April 1st at O2 Arena. AJ lost his heavyweight title to Alexandra Usyk in September 2021 and failed to win them back in their rematch in August 2022. Joshua fights against Franklin will be his first under his new trainer Derek James, having parted ways with Robert Garcia, his former trainer, after his second loss to Usyk. German Franklin is known as 989 Assassin, an American heavyweight from Michigan. He brings a record of 21 wins, 14 knockouts, and 1 loss from his last 22 pro bouts. Anthony Joshua have endured 22 pro bouts. Anthony Joshua have endured barrels of 3 defeats in his last 4 fights. Anthony Joshua have 27 pro bouts, that is fights, with 24 wins, 3 losses, and 23 knockouts. That is powerful. We wish Anthony Joshua all the best in that fight. Now we head over to NBA. LeBron James back for Lakers after missing 13 games for foot. He made it back in exactly 4 weeks, missing 13 games in time to participate in the Lakers' final push to qualify for the playoff with 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. Lakers lost to Chicago Bulls last night, 118 to 108. They lost to Chicago, dropped Lakers to number 9 in the Western Conference standing, but only 2 games behind the number 6 Golden State Warriors with 7 games remaining. James had 19 points against the Bulls, shooting 6 for 11 from the field with 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Recall LeBron James had a torn tendon in his right foot that had sidelined him for about 13 games now. He returned yesterday and he had a wonderful section, very powerful performance yesterday. We shall be going on a short break. When we are back, we will be going straight to the second segment where our wonderful 2 strikers here, the last time they came to the studio, they scored just 2 goals, 1 apiece for the 2 strikers. So we'll be introducing them while we're back. So stay tuned while we'll catch you. This is Estadio de Prime, the Estadio de Sports Rabbi, a 240 capacity stadium. You can never get it anywhere in the world. Catch you when we are back. Okay, yeah, welcome back from that short break. I believe you are following up. We are in the second segment of this show, and I want to introduce our strikers in the house. They are strikers you know, but they are not that kind of strikers with number 9 at their back or their jersey number. They are such number 23 like Lukaku, and also somebody like Radama Falcao. We have them in the studio. Mr. Martins, we have Mr. Martins in the studio. Mr. Martins, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege to be here.
It's another time in the studio, Estadio de Sports Rabbi.
It is a lovely place to be every time.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. I believe you have a nice time out with us. Mr. Pala, you're welcome to Estadio de Sports Rabbi.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me once again.
I'm happy today that you are smiling. At least Chelsea, on the last time we had our show, Chelsea were not doing well, but within the recent run of form, 3-4 games, they have been doing well. That made you happy, and you look more fresh at this time around.
Yes, we need to be fresh. We are putting some finishing touch in order to, to step up.
To step up from 10.
Our game. Yeah.
9.5. Okay, guys, you're welcome to the studio. Today, let's run through results we have. We are within international break, and we've not had really much football activities, though we had. We run through the Nigerian Premier Football League results. Also, we run through the European qualifications we had during the weekend. So during the weekend, match day 10, that was on Sunday, yesterday basically, we have Nigerian Premier League, Premier Football League, where Group A, Enyimba had a 1-1 draw with Bender Insurance. Remo Star defeated Nasarawa United. Kwara United defeated Air Academy Warrior 2-0. Plateau United had better than Gombe United 2-0. It ended. Aqua United defeated Shooting Star 2-0. That is for Group A. Then for Group B, we have Dakada fell short of Niger Tornadoes 2-1. Enugu Rangers are beginning to pick up their packs from where they dropped it. They won Bayelsa United, but I think relegation threatened Bayelsa United 2-1. Rivers United drew with Abia Warriors 1-1. That game at the time, Abia Warriors were winning that game, but you can never take it away from Rivers United. Then we have Doma United defeated Lobby Stars 2-0. Wiki Tories had a 1-1 spoil with Sunshine Stars of Akure, and that was how it went on Sunday. So the standing looks like this. Group A, Bender Insurance, 10 matches, 7 wins, 3 draws. They have not lost a match. 24 points. Aqua United, 10 matches, 5 wins, 3 draw, 2 loss, 18 points. Plateau United, 10 matches, 5 wins, 2 draw, 3 loss, 17. Enyimba, Remo Stars share the same 17 points, 4th and 5th position apiece. Kwara United, Gombe United, Shooting Stars, Nasarawa United, Air Academy Warriors all occupied 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10 with 12, 10, 10, 7, 5 points apiece for them. That is for Group A. Then for Group B, we have Rivers United. 10 matches played, 5 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss, 19 points. Lobby Stars also second, 19 points. Just they have lost 3 matches, while Rivers United has just 1 loss and they have drawn 1. Lobby Stars had 1 draw. Rivers United had 4 draws. Sunshine Stars 10 matches, 4 draws, 4 wins, 2 loss, 16 points. Abia Warriors 15th, Niger Tornadoes 15, Doma United 15, Enugu Rangers stay 7th, always 7th. They have been 7th for a while now. 12 points, Wiki Tories 9 points, Bayelsa United 8 points, Dakada United 7 points. This is how the table looks in Nigerian Premier Football League after match day 10. They just resumed from the elections break, and that was the match that was played yesterday. So we'll go over to Europe, where we looked at European qualification yesterday, where we have some result that came in last night. Kazakhstan defeated Denmark 2-0 on Group H. Kazakhstan defeated Denmark 3-2, sorry. Then Slovenia had a better of San Marino by 2-0. Northern Ireland were defeated by Finland 1-0. Then we have England defeating Ukraine 2-0. Malta fell short of Italy by 2-0. Liechtenstein had 7-0 defeat from Iceland. They were defeated 7-0 by Iceland. Then Slovakia defeated Bosnia-Herzegovina by 2-0. The biggest of them all yesterday was the one who saw the goals. Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals and also assisted his team in winning Luxembourg 6-0. That match ended 6-0. Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals. Rafael Leao and Joao Felix and some other players that scored in that match. That game made Ronaldo the most capped players in international football. 198 games, and also the player with most goals in football history, 832 goals. He scored 2 goals in that game yesterday. So guys, we go over to the parliament of discourse properly. We had so many games over the weekend, but I want us to start with basically that Enyimba versus Bendel Insurance game. The last time we held Sports Mix, we saw that Bender Insurance, that was a reverse picture of this. defeated Enyimba FC of Aba. So what do you make of that game, Mr. Martin, seeing that Bender Insurance, could you say is laxity or complacency that have set in for them? They just have to go with a 1-1 draw with Enyimba FC. What do you have to make of that game?
Well, I think it's too early to say laxity because they played away from home, and Enyimba is not a team to write off any day. Even in their worst day, they can still beat certain. They can be spoilers for other teams that are on form. And you see that Bender Insurance are still undefeated even at this point. So I won't say that it's laxity. We all know they just came back from a break that took about 2.
There's the election break.
Yes. So all the teams are gradually coming back to form, and they had to travel to Aba to play that game. So you see that you won't say that it's laxity per se. It's better to have an away draw than to lose away from home.
But is it not better you lose your match and know that you lost the 3 point than having go for a game and just gain a point? It makes no meaning, because even if you draw 5 matches for me and you draw 5 matches, you have 5 points. But if you lose a match, you know you lose 3 points. And you can recover it with just a win or thereabouts. Because if you draw 5 matches, that's 5 points. But somebody who wins 2 matches have skyrocketed to 6 points. So do you think it's not a bad day for them?
Not really. By their next game, if it continues, then we can start maybe raising our eyebrows out of concern. But I think they are still on track for that, yes.
Okay, still on track. Okay, Mr. Apala, what do you make of Enugu Rangers' performance yesterday? That game, they won by 2-1 actually against Bayelsa United. Do you think Enugu Rangers are living up to expectation? This is your darling club, your home club, Enugu Rangers. Do you think they are living up to expectation, defeating Bayelsa United? Remember, Bayelsa United is number 10 in that group B.
The expectation is high.
Okay.
But at least this is a good start. But for now, I cannot, fully, applaud them that they have done well.
Okay.
Because Enugu Rangers is a club that is well known, and by now, where they are struggling now is not supposed to be their challenge. They are supposed to be, we are not supposed to be even discussing Enugu Rangers. They are supposed to be topping that group.
Because they are well known.
Yeah, because they have been doing it well before. So
people
now,
like Bender Insurance are not well known.
That is what I am saying. That we should not. I am not going to celebrate them because they won this match.
Okay.
Because since they have not been doing well. Before now, Enugu Rangers is when you say Enugu Rangers, you know that yes, these people are people that knows football, that knows how to play. But this season, they have disappointed so many of us.
Okay, talking about disappointment, let me comment. We just have a concluded election period in Nigeria, and your state, Enugu State, basically is one of those states that have a new CEO who is coming in to take charge of the whole situations in the state, including football. For more than how many seasons now, Enugu Rangers have not been playing from home. So as a concerned Enugu man, or as a concerned Enugu Ranger fan who wants to see Enugu Rangers perform in top performance, what's your advice to the governor-elect as regards how to handle Enugu Rangers, because they have been playing away from home? The stadium have been locked for more than 2 or 3 seasons now. No, nothing. You couldn't even buy an Enugu Rangers jersey in any of the store because I've said for it. So, what's your advice to the governor-elect as regards football, as regards Enugu Rangers football? Because Enugu Rangers is gradually dying off.
Concerning what you are talking about and the governor-elect, as you said.
Okay.
One thing is to have passion for something.
Okay.
If he step in there and he doesn't have passion for this game, or maybe putting the right people there,
okay,
we might still be lacking in the aspect of sponsorship. Because I remember when they were talking about this stadium that was locked, they said they were renovating it, that in 3 months' time they are going to be through with the renovation. Till now, nothing is happening there. I heard the other time when they went there, they said the contractor said they did not give them the resources to do what they. But why would they promise us that in 3 months the stadium will be ready? And they should just tell us that the place is locked up, that they cannot maintain it. So my advice for him is for him to invest in this club. Because see, if we begin to see football as business, we will invest more. These are what this European does. You understand? They see it as a football. It's a business.
Okay.
It's a full-time business that you can still generate money from there. I remember one certain time they were playing football. I went to check, all these live scores and the rest of that. You cannot see anything Nigerian league there,
That was before now.
Before now.
Okay.
Which is not supposed to be. If we can see Ghana League, other South African League, why Nigeria? We cannot.
Okay, that's
so I want him to invest, to look into it and put the right people, not people that will come there, for their selfish interest.
Okay, not people that will come there because of their selfish interest. Mr. Martins, Enugu Rangers is not doing well per se. Will you apportion the blame to the fact that they are playing away from home, or to the fact that the state government have not been able to cater for the club? Because there have been complaints of non-payment of salaries, players' wages, non-payment of staff salaries, the whole caring bonus and packages are not there. What do you actually attribute their lackluster performance? Win today, lose tomorrow, draw next, stay 7 for the past. In fact, almost for the beginning of the season, they have been there 7th.
Well, if I'm to sound like a broken record, I'll say that the hungry ones are angry now.
Okay.
And if they don't look into player welfare, it's an issue. You see, this is, if we're talking of Enugu Rangers now, I can also connect it back to the Nigerian national team. This is an issue we keep having. You don't have a welfare package that is working. Then the moment your team somehow gets into a tournament, you start promising them, we'll pay you this if you win the next match. We'll pay you this if you score, any goal you score, $50,000 or you see all those nonsense start coming up. If you have that solid welfare package for your team is motivated from day one. They don't start looking for motivation for the next match because somebody came to the camp and told them, see, all of you, I'll give each person $10,000.
Give them a handshake.
I mean, so when that package is not there, these are hungry people that are playing football. I'm not saying they don't eat food, but you get my point. So it affects their game. I'm not going to blame the players or coaching crew yet. When other things are in place, you can now say, okay, let's now go further and see why it is still not working. Let's put the essential thing in place first. Then we can know whether we now look into the coaching crew or the players and all that.
So the essential thing here is coming back to the stadium. Is that what you're trying to say?
Coming back to the stadium is part of it.
Okay.
But player welfare.
But don't you think that coming back to the stadium will make them generate more revenue? Because people pay for the match tickets.
Of course, revenue.
The question is the pitch ready for them to come back?
The last time Steve Ororo, the commissioner for sports, said that he said everything is set.
That is
the
what they have been
contract has
promised
been
us before
signed.
now.
But the challenge here is that the contractor say that the turf have already arrived Africa. But the shipment down to Lagos, down to Enugu will cost a whole lot. And the contractor forgot to include those shipment fees. And is requiring or demanding another money from the state government, which the deal have been signed, and they're not going to go back to maybe add another fund because this is estimated bill. You don't expect the government to give you extra 2 billion, give you extra 1 million to carry out your job that you signed on a dotted line. So the question now is, does it mean that the state or the government don't want to help out in this scenario? Because this is our club.
If they want to help out, they can help out.
That is a fact.
Even if they say they don't want to help, the stadium will remain like that.
That is the point.
Because even if you have signed contract and you discover that this thing, okay, is it the contractor that will use his money to...
They are asking the contractor to use his money.
It's not possible.
Then at the end of the day, calculate...
Just all these things is just showing what he said earlier, passion, lack of passion. If you're a government that has passion for sports, for football comes in.
But I believe the current governor has passion. He built a mini stadium at Unsuka.
That is how it starts now.
There's a difference between passion for sports and political. Anyway,
Okay.
So the point here is that if there's that passion, the government can say yes, we have signed this, but let us just to make sure that this is done.
Okay.
We get it done, and then you can put in your quotation for the extra that we can pay you later. I think there are many ways they can go about it.
It's all right. We believe Enugu Rangers will bounce back. The reason why we talk about Enugu Rangers and other clubs in Nigeria Premier Football League is because this is our own. We don't have another league, and we will continue to talk about it because the more local the content, the more interesting it is. Europe is not our league. We have to dwell more in our league. So talking about our league, Nigeria had a disgraceful AFCON qualifiers loss to Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau is 118th position in FIFA ranking. The Nigeria was defeated 1-0 by Guinea-Bissau in Abuja on Friday 25th. That was about 2-3 days ago. Before that game, Nigeria combined attackers of Samuel Chukwueze, Kelechi Iheanacho, Moses Simon, Ademola Lookman, Terry Mofim and Victor Osimhen have a total of 100 goals contribution but in their club performances, but they have failed to convert their wasted 3 shots on target. Recorded about 97% of that squad are all foreign-based players playing in Europe top clubs. What was the challenge? A wise man will always ask. Going over that, we say what was the challenge. Nigeria Super Eagles attacking force and AFCON qualification chances. Mr. Martins, I know by now you don't want to talk about this.
Well, we have to talk about it. It's our nation.
It's our nation. But what do you make of that defeat to Guinea-Bissau? Did you expect a shocker before now from the White Dogs of Bissau?
To be honest with you, I was like, I know the Super Eagles are not purely on form, but Guinea-Bissau should not be much of an issue.
Okay.
So when they scored, I was like, seriously, what's going on? And you see our strikers missing one chance and to the other. You see, there are football matches you watch and you see a team who sit back, soak in all the pressure from the opposing team, one chance and they win the game.
Okay.
But we had chances and we couldn't convert those chances. It's not like Guinea-Bissau came and basically crippled our football. We couldn't play or anything. We were playing, we were attacking, but we were not converting our chances. And we are hearing that they are saying things about the pitches.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. So, Mr. Pala, what do you say about the pitch at Abuja? Was it a major reason for the loss? Because many football pundits have pointed out that the pitch was bad compared to what our players used to play at their respective clubs in Europe, where everything is just soft and easy. The pitch looks so nice and wonderful. So what do you make of that?
You can't compare Europe and here.
Why?
Because
the same facilities they have over there.
But you were talking of the pitch. That the pitch there is.
No, I just asked a question.
We should start from there. Okay. Now you are comparing them. Okay. That the pitch there and the one here, it cannot be the same. Why? Because those people invest much in pitch. Okay. I believe you are the one that read out the news concerning this Stamford Bridge. What they are thinking of doing. Think of how much will sink in there. And you, after everything, you think the pitch will come out like Abuja pitch? No. You understand? So this pitch, I know, yes, the pitch might contribute. But if Guinea-Bissau, or whatever they call themselves, can come here and play good football.
They are team made of local content. Basically local players.
This is what we have. Play. Okay, now, since they know that pitch is not good, we have other pitch. That is better than this. That they would have taken them to.
Except the one of Akwa Ibom.
So why did they choose Abuja?
Abuja is a federal capital territory.
And the pitch, and you are complaining of pitch.
You have to play there.
So if it's a secondary school pitch, because Abuja is a federal capital this thing, you will not take them to that.
You need to project the nation.
If you have to play, no, but if you have to play in Abuja, then why haven't they put in money and make it standard?
We need to be very positively.
You
They
know,
are trying their best.
Wait,
They are trying their best to put that pitch in order. Did you watch that game? Look at the
The Akwa
design.
Ibom you are mentioning, is it a federal capital territory? Is it not a state that invested in that pitch you are calling? If federal government cannot make, they should abandon that pitch, because right from time, Super Eagles don't win match on that pitch. The highest they can get is draw.
But they don't say that because Super Eagles, we know, can do better in Abuja.
So no, now since they can do better in Abuja, why did they not do better now?
It's just a matter of luck, I believe, because they tried their best. And
If you are saying that we should leave the pitch aspect of it, those people played it. To me, everybody came there and played their individual football. They did not play as a team.
Okay.
You understand? Where I saw it coming is that day they were, they went for training and light went off.
Okay.
I discovered that, man, this game.
Well, even at home, you used to have power failure. So
Power failure. Then you can
How can you compare power failure in your home with a national stadium?
The national stadium,
You have a few minutes ago, you said you are talking about projecting the image.
Okay.
Is that the image
you want to put in a federal capital territory?
But let's not forget, Nigeria is not the only place where we have power failure.
If there's power failure, so there is no gen.
We once had power failure.
No, there is no generator. The generator failed too.
No, what you have to understand, this is a high-ranking nation. You
And we're supposed to get a high-ranking generator for standby.
Do you remember Nigeria 99?
Yes, of course.
Do you remember that match when the power went off in the middle of a football match? Can you remember?
Of course.
Where has it happened?
That was 1999. This is 2023 and we're still having power outages.
Well,
Where's the improvement?
we believe God will help us. We keep on praying. We are a country that is always prayerful. We
But
pray.
they need to do the right thing.
Yes.
You understand? We need to do the right thing.
Okay, talking about the right thing, Mr. Martins, on current form, who do you think do not deserve that starting lineup for Eagles?
I'm going to be a bit biased because seriously, if we're going to go on current form, you also have to check the league the person is playing.
Okay.
I think not checking the league now. I think Iheanacho should start from the bench.
Okay. So who comes in his position? Is it Ahmed Musa? Who is playing in Zimbabwe? Onacho has not been seeing his period in Southampton.
But
When was the last time he played or he featured in Southampton? He was celebrated as a hero where he was. He came to Southampton and there's nothing to write home about. So
the Kelechi Iheanacho is celebrated in Leicester City because he comes and gives them goal. But coming here now.
when was the last time Iheanacho scored for Leicester?
For Leicester?
Yes.
He has been scoring now.
He has been scoring.
Yes.
You as good as your last game.
No, the last game, I think. Okay, he didn't score in the but the last
He
game.
scored about 2 weeks ago in FA Cup match.
Yes.
Because that's
Instead of an
that
assist.
is where
That is his normal where he can feature very well.
Now they are looking at when they are calling Iheanacho, they are looking at Premier League. He's playing in the Premier League.
Exactly.
You don't look at such things. You look at form.
Okay.
There are good players out there. If they can even look into the local league, why are there no? At least this team should have at least 3 or 4 players from Bendel Insurance.
Exactly.
Because that
He made the Bender insurance striker he made should be there. I think he's the highest goal scorer for MPFL
That's what
now.
I'm
He
saying.
made should have been
Being
there.
an highest goal scorer is not a guarantee.
It makes sense.
Is Osimhen not the highest goal scorer? Did he score?
No. We're talking about local content.
No.
He will bring the experience. He
If
has in local pitch.
they bring the local champion, the local players into that pitch, now maybe by now we'll not be talking that they lost because we will be saying they lost because they were too much local players.
But you know,
But this
Nigerians
ones now they are foreign players.
we
are
have
still
always
complaining. That is it.
But the fact remains there are some players in that
is
team
it.
that
These
don't deserve the
people-
starting
this-
lineup.
this-
For me, Ahmed Musa doesn't deserve the starting
No.
lineup.
See, Ahmed Musa is just covering one person's space. To me, he's not even in that team. He's not supposed to be in that team again.
To me, Kenneth Omeruo should not even be called up. To me, I don't see the reason why you're calling Kenneth. We have good defenders in the league.
Good defenders.
I don't know why. You see, when you
Ahmed Musa, I don't know.
When you call a foreign coach, and you know that 90% of these foreign coaches, they only watch all these
Premier League
leagues.
and big leagues, top 5.
They don't have time.
But this
Come
man,
and sit
this
down.
man is telling you that why he picked those two home-based players is because he has watched more of Nigerian league
He's not watching anything.
That is what he said.
If he has
That
watched
is
Nigerian
that is what he said.
then it should show.
That is what he
You
said.
can't spend time watching Nigerian league and
Even-
only 2 players from
Even the players is goalkeeper and one other
It's a defender.
A defender, yes.
And the guy happens to be from Giant Brilliance of Enugu State, a club in Enugu.
Yes.
Okay, let's go over that before we head over. Mr. Apala, Nigeria is playing today the return leg. And at Guinea-Bissau. And the risk of not qualifying, or the chances of not qualifying for AFCON 2023, which will be coming up February 2024 at Côte d'Ivoire, if they lose today again, they have the risk of not qualifying if they should lose against a 118 FIFA ranked club, team. 118. What would you tell the coach, Jose Pesero, if to do differently in order to come out with a win, if you are opportunity to be a close associate?
To me, I would have want him to look for maybe, I don't know if I would say psychologists to talk to them and bring back their winning, because these people don't have winning mentality. There is not. I watched Cameroon. I watched Cameroon.
Talking
match.
about winning mentality, Mr. Bala. But let me say. I want to remind you.
Wait first.
Okay.
I watched Cameroon match.
Okay.
Cameroon were losing in that match. But if you see the fight back,
You don't compare Cameroon and Nigeria at the moment.
Why?
Cameroon, Senegal, Tunisia,
Why?
Morocco. Nigeria is still in a rebuilding process.
rebuilding. It's alright.
We just have
Okay.
we just have our new NFA president.
Okay.
So you don't expect us.
And he's the one that will come and rebuild the team.
No, he
now.
has to. There are a lot of changes
Is it-
he need to bring
see,
in. So back to the question I asked.
Okay.
If you are close to the coach, if you pick up a call, your phone to call him, what will you tell him to do differently in order not to miss AFCON 2023 qualifiers?
One, like I said, that winning mentality. Secondly, he should change his the front line.
The front line that you have 100 goals apiece.
Yes, he should change 1 or 2 persons there.
Well,
okay, now,
Osimhen.
okay, even you cannot change your Osimhen now. And another thing is, you see that the flank.
The Chuka is there.
He should talk to them to to cross the ball.
Okay.
You understand? Because what I saw that day was like they were playing individual football. Nobody is giving the pass, and Osimhen was there complaining. There are so many goals they would have buried, as in they would have put into the net.
But you also remember Osimhen lost a chance.
Even if you lost, if you don't lose, how will you score?
He's a prolific striker. Should you have missed that kind of chance?
So what do you
He's
expect?
playing in Napoli.
Okay, even Messi miss such goals. Even Neymar miss such goals. So you can't take it. See, this guy is good.
Okay.
You lose some, you score some.
Okay, what you're saying is he should engage the winning mentality.
The winning mentality, and charge these people to cross the ball to the striker, and if possible, Iheanacho should start from bench.
So you don't think that the midfield doesn't have a problem?
The midfield, they have, I think they need to work more. They need to put more effort.
Okay. Put in more effort. Mr. Martins, what's your prediction for today's match?
To be honest with you, without Ricky.
Without rigging? Without rigging?
Today's match is going to be tough because Nigeria are basically fighting from under.
They are second on the
They
law.
are fighting for, not even based on their standing, but mentally, like he talked about a psychologist. Their mentality right now, they are fighting from under. These people are playing Nigeria today as we are beating them now. We can handle. Unlike the first leg when they came and like, we have come to their, let's know what we can do, and they now won. Now you are coming to their country, they are like, they can't win us in our country, and then Nigeria are coming like, how are we going to achieve this? Playing in another pitch that is looking like the one we just finished playing.
That might be worse.
Maybe
Not
worse.
even worse.
All right. So my prediction, I think I'll give it to Nigeria as a very patriotic Nigeria.
As a patriotic Nigerian.
To Nigeria with a narrow margin of 1-0 or 2-1.
Okay, Mr. Bala, what about you?
I'll give that match 3-0.
To Nigeria?
Yes.
3-0? You can't win at home, you are winning away by 3-0 matches.
He has said it, that's it, he has already said it.
What's your conviction? You can't tell me Nigeria is going to win 3-0 at Guinea-Bissau Estadio 24 September Stadium by 3-0.
He knows what he's
when you cannot win at Mushood Abiola International Stadium.
Some hours from now, we'll watch it. I said 3-0.
Remember he said he has spiritual eyes. And
Okay.
some of the things he said actually came to pass.
Yes, exactly. The last section. Yes.
So if
last
he said 3-0, I'm going to keep my hands together and hope.
Okay, talking about 3-0, 3 bouts, 3 knockouts. We wish Nigeria, we hope that they are going to come out so good from that performance. Let's talk boxing. Okay, talking about the boxing, Anthony Joshua will be fighting Jermaine Franklin on April 1st. That's about 6 days from now. We look at Anthony Joshua's stats and also Franklin's stats, their boxing career start. Joshua have 27 career fights, that is pro bout, professional bout. Then out of that 27, he has 24 wins, 3 losses. Only 3 losses out of 27 career fights and 23 knockouts. Then Jermaine has 22 career fights, 21 wins, 1 loss, 14 knockouts. Ooh, that's a big start for the two guys here. Mr. Martins, do you think AJ is stepping into the ring too quickly after that heavy and shameful defeat against Usyk on August that made him lose his heavyweight title? Do you think it's too quick for him?
I don't think it's too quick for him. So the mind is a very funny place. If you have a loss like that and you stay away too long, you may develop a phobia to even step into the ring and fight. And when you get there, you find out that your head is not really into the game.
But you know how he lost so disgracefully from Usyk?
That is why he needs to get back
to back beat.
That is why he needs to get back in the ring and do the business. Because when he keeps fighting, he can build back his confidence. And this is one match that he needs to build back his confidence. Because if you look at it, he has 3 defeats, and the 3 defeats came recently.
Yes.
It's not like he had maybe 2 defeats at the beginning of his career, and then he was undefeated for a long time. And he just had his 3 defeats almost back to back, just 1 win in between.
Yeah.
So if you look at all these things, you see that if there's one thing Anthony Joshua needs now, is to be fighting. He needs to be fighting, and he doesn't need to.
Are you advising him as your brother in Nigeria?
He's not my brother.
He's a Nigerian.
He's my Nigerian brother. But I'll advise him if you want to call it brotherly advice. He needs to be fighting, but he needs to be taking. If you ask me, he needs to be taking on less experienced opponents.
Okay. To build
back his confidence. The moment he can build back that confidence, he can start going back to take on those more experienced opponents like himself. Okay,
talking about taking more experienced opponents like himself. Mr. Bala, AJ Anthony Joshua heading into this fight stated that categorically that money is his major motivation for going back for this fight. Not even recovering his lost heavyweight titles. Money is my major motivation of going back to this fight. Do you think this kind of mindset or motivation is the best, and why?
He told you what he wants. He just needs the money. So even if he lost it, he doesn't care.
So the title should not be.
The title is not his.
You are talking from the angle of Nigeria.
No, but the Nigerian man, he has said it now. He's not a Nigerian man.
Local man is
that is it. The man has said it himself. So even if he doesn't win the fight is not a challenge. Okay. The focus now is.
So if you are his brother, you tell him, come on boy, go and fight, bring the money back.
Why do we tell people to go to China to go and play football?
Why do we tell people to go to work?
Is it not the money? Is it not the money?
The motivation is
so even if I'm his brother, even if they're winning 100, I bring the money.
So you have a brother that plays football and Uzbekistan comes to sign him. Okay. You tell him no, wait for Premier League.
No,
you tell him guy, go.
He has to go.
Okay, so the man told you that.
But remember, he's a title holder. He should be considering recovering his titles back.
In as much as he wants to reconsider or to
get his trophy,
his titles back. He still needs the money.
Okay, fine.
And there's another point. There's another important point. You mentioned something about the change of his
coach.
Yeah,
trainer.
He needs to be fighting.
Okay.
Because the new coach is bringing a new, maybe 1 or 2 tweaks to his pattern.
Okay.
So he needs to experiment those things now, so that when he's going back for his title, he may be fighting someone like Fury. You don't go to Fury and want to experiment.
Fury is too dangerous for Joshua to fight, though he's his brother.
You don't go fighting an expert like that, and you are coming with a new trainer. You have to be on the level that you have now combined the good from this new trainer with the good from the former trainer, and you are now a machine before you go against people like Fury.
But do you know that even if you go for a lesser person, it is shameful for the person to win you than a professional to
But
win
I can bet German
because
Franklin.
it's better for Fury to win him than a younger boxer.
But I can bet German Franklin is not somebody you can do it. He has 21 wins in the past 22 career pro bouts.
And you can see that he's an expert in making points. He's more into points than Anthony Joshua.
Yes, exactly.
Joshua is more for the knockout.
Yeah, more for knockout.
Even though he's not a ferocious boxer,
yes,
but
he's not
more
for the knockout. Exactly.
And this guy is more for the points.
Yes.
So if you ask me, looking at it on paper, Franklin can beat him.
Okay.
Because Franklin will be going for the points. Why he will be looking for the chance.
Knock away,
and there's a disadvantage when you are fighting a point boxer
and
you're a knockout boxer. Because
yes.
a point boxer is not looking for 1 punch.
Yes.
He's looking to give you 5.
So
that may not be devastating, but
you can recover.
Gets into the record.
Yes.
While you are looking for 1 final punch to end the whole thing.
The way you are raising, don't hit. Okay, fine. Who wins for you about 6 days from now, April 1st, Joshua or Jamin?
Joshua, sorry, I'm going with Franklin.
Franklin. Okay. Why are you not supporting your brother?
I just made my point.
Okay. What about you? Who wins, Joshua or Jamin?
I will still give it to Joshua.
Joshua?
For the money.
For the money. Okay, guys, we're going on a short break. When we are back from this break, we shall be talking Champions League football for the big guys, not the Ogene League. We talk Champions League. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, welcome back from that break. Welcome back, champions. Welcome back, great people. Welcome back, big league people. Let's head over to Europe where we talk about Champions League football. We are not talking about any other league, any other football. Champions League. We know Chelsea is a big team playing in the Champions. You started raising your head.
It's for big boys now.
It's for big boys. Okay. We had the Champions League draw a few weeks ago where we can see it. I think there's a mix-up here. It's a mix-up. We have a Champions League, yes, the draw a few weeks ago, where the draw of the last 8, where we have Real Madrid taking on Chelsea, FC Bayern Munich, the club of Thomas Tuchel, is coming back to England to meet Pep Guardiola once more, meeting Man City, and we have AC Milan facing up with Napoli. That is an Italian derby. We also have Benfica facing up Inter Milan. Wow, such a big draw there. And the winner of between AC Milan and Napoli will be meeting the winner of Benfica and Inter Milan. The winner of Real Madrid and Chelsea will be meeting the winner of City and Bayern in the semi-final. Guys, this is tense moment. These matches will be coming over April 12th and 13th, April 18 and 19. That is the first leg and the second leg. So whoever wins between AC Milan, Napoli, big Italian derby, will meet the winner between Benfica and Inter Milan. Whoever wins between Chelsea and Real Madrid will be meeting whoever wins Man City and Bayern. I believe we might be seeing a repeat of what happened 2-3 seasons ago or thereabout. So, do I start with Mr. Bala? His team is in Champions League. Mr. Martins, your team is not in Champions League?
You can start.
Okay, Mr. Bala, who do you see coming out of each tie and why? Each of the tie? Who do you see between Chelsea, Benfica, Inter, City, Bayern, AC, Napoli? Who do you see coming out? Without being biased once again.
Yes.
Start from AC Milan. Don't start from there. Don't start from there. So let's start.
Okay, I see Napoli.
Napoli
will cross.
Why?
Because this season, apart from Victor Osimhen, Napoli this season they have been very impressive.
Okay. So you see them winning the Scudetto and the Champions League. Do you see them winning the Italian Serie A trophy?
No, that one is certain. That one is sure.
Okay.
It's sure.
Okay.
Champions League, I think they will cross.
Okay. Napoli.
They will win AC Milan.
Okay.
Then Man City, Bayern.
Okay.
That is where but I'll give it to Bayern.
Bayern.
Yes.
Yeah, Bayern has been the only club that have 100% record in this year Champions League. No loss. 8 matches, all have a victory. I wonder why they sacked their coach. If a team like Bayern and a team like Tottenham, who are doing well, could sack their coach, what is holding Chelsea? But let's not go into that. Mr. Martins, I know you are fled up. Let's continue. So Bayern, Napoli, Bayern, yes.
Yes. Then I'll give it to Inter.
Inter.
Yes.
Is it because of Lukaku?
It's not Lukaku.
He scored 3 goals. Yes.
Benfica is. I would say you can't compare them with Inter. Inter has that that spirit,
European experience. Okay.
And the rest of them.
Okay.
Then the Chelsea, Madrid.
The Chelsea is talking. Yeah.
This is not within the league. I will give it to my darling club.
How can you say that? I can bet. Why will you say such?
That is what you said between both of them.
No, that match was
rigged.
No. That match was just a game of luck.
It's a game of luck. 2-0 is a game of luck.
Dortmund played as if they were not Dortmund.
That is how it will look like now. That is how
you Madrid play such with Madrid. Madrid is in top form.
Calm down. Okay, Chelsea is
okay. No. I like what he was trying to say. I don't know why you cut him off. He's trying to say Chelsea is in top form.
Chelsea is top form.
I want us to understand.
Medium form.
Chelsea is in top form.
Okay,
now. Okay, wait.
No, look at the side.
I'm seeing it. Okay. But you are the one that said that Champions League is not Premier League
it's not
Ogene League. If you are playing Champions League, you have a different mentality.
Okay.
You understand?
Do Chelsea have that mentality?
We have that. This is Champions League.
When you have that chance to fight,
if Dortmund, according to what you said, if Dortmund could fight hard and yet they could not get any goal, we still won the match. So definitely, if they even fight hard, we'll still do more. So I'm giving it to Chelsea.
But I can bet you not with Real Madrid.
Don't bet to.
Real Madrid.
But basically, what makes you think Chelsea is going to come over in the 2-legged match over Real Madrid when Liverpool cannot do it?
And Liverpool, they don't have that courage to do it.
Courage?
Yes, and Liverpool has been Madrid.
Is it Chelsea that have courage?
Liverpool has been Madrid wife.
Please,
Madrid married Liverpool.
I have
and
a question.
Okay.
Why is 10th position talking about Liverpool?
Okay.
Do they have the right to talk about the team that is going to
we are talking
that is going to Europe?
We are talking because we are still in the game of champions. Where are they?
The only chance
where is Liverpool in Premier League?
The only chance Chelsea
Liverpool is better than Chelsea in Premier League.
That is what if they are good in Premier League, where are they not
here?
here?
I think of is
why are they not here? The question, they are good. They are good in Premier League. They are good, but why are they not here?
Mr. Pala, I am seeing a Chelsea exit.
That is what you are seeing.
I'm seeing it.
But me, I'm seeing the different thing.
Mr. Martin, pick your qualifiers. Let's go over your 4.
Napoli is going to be playing against Inter Milan in the semi-final. And Real Madrid is going to be playing against Bayern Munich in the final before the final.
I know now because okay, the league cannot supply the champions.
So your pick at Napoli.
You see, now he just picked the last and jumped to the top because he's interested in that one.
But don't forget, we have his team.
Yes,
we don't have yours. Okay, before we go about viewers, remember you can always subscribe to Sportsmith's YouTube channel on your screen over there. You can always subscribe. Just hit the button there, subscribe and like, and you always stay tuned, stay glued to what is happening here. Remember, this is the best place you can get the best info, both local, both international. So we'll continue from here. Mr. Martins, Chelsea have only lost one of their 7 games against Real Madrid in European competition. They have the lowest percentage of losses against Real Madrid, 14% of any side that have played them 5 times in Europe. Chelsea is a thorn on their flesh to them. Question is it possible? And how possible is it for Chelsea to defeat Real Madrid this time around? Is it possible? And how possible is it?
As much as I want to say it is impossible, but there is always a possibility.
Okay.
But how possible it is as possible as Harry Potter, sorry.
As a probability.
It's as possible as Graham Potter can take Chelsea to the Champions League next season. As possible as they can get to top 4 this season.
You say it's taking Chelsea to Champions League next season?
Get where I'm coming from. The possibility of Chelsea beating Real Madrid can be compared to the possibility of Chelsea getting to the top 4 this season. That is how
what would I say now? Mr. Pala, you heard what he said? Okay, talking about those who are in Ogene League, which third position in the Premiership. Okay, Mr. Pala, should Chelsea beat Real Madrid? We can all remember that the first time Chelsea won Champions League, they were not doing well in the league. Yes. They defeated Bayern Munich.
To come back to Champions
2012.
League
To come back to the Champions League next season.
Tell him.
Then the second time Chelsea won the Champions League, they were equally not doing well. 2022, 2023, or about 2021, 2022.
And this season?
And no, wait. Calm down. And this time around, you are not doing well in the league.
Yes.
Could you say it's a tradition that because of this, should Chelsea beat Real Madrid and go to the semis? What chances are you giving them towards winning the Champions League? Should they?
We have.
He's drawing it.
95% of winning the Champions League.
95%.
See what the way I see it. Anybody that can cross, if you can beat Madrid in this league,
okay,
in this Champions League, okay, I think we'll go far.
Okay, Mr. Martins, he thinks they will go far. Who are your favorite to win this season Champions League?
I think the title is between whoever wins between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid.
Bayern and Real Madrid
is winning the title.
Madrid has not qualified to that stage you are pointing
down. It is settled.
We are going to push Madrid out though.
Till then,
okay, whoever wins between Madrid and Bayern
in the semi-finals.
In the semis, okay, the semis.
Yes.
Okay, in the semis. Okay.
We are looking ahead.
Okay, not the quarterfinals.
Don't look at all these things. Don't look ahead.
Okay, Mr. Pala, who is your favorite?
There we go. We know.
My favorite
to win this year Champions League.
Being as in not being biased.
Yes.
Not being sentimental. I think Bayern. Yes.
So you are saying Bayern will beat Chelsea when Chelsea surprises everybody and gets to
Bayern. You see, we are looking at Madrid and this thing. And when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Okay, you think
the
Bayern?
Same bridge people have been coming and beating you. No problem. Continue.
Okay, you think Bayern and Mr. Martin thinks between Real Madrid?
Sorry, but it's going to be difficult. You know why? Because they have a new coach. And
no, it's not going to be difficult because the same coach who took you to the Champions League final. It's not going to be hard. They are used to playing with that. But it's going to be disastrous if Bayern should meet Chelsea. Tuchel will take a pound of he will take a pound of flesh.
They will not tell him that we have Harry Potter.
Okay, guys, you've made your choice. We go on a short break. While we're back, we shall be taking the last wrap of this show, which is the big question. You wouldn't want to miss the big question. Please stay tuned while we're back. Welcome back from that break. Remember, this is still Sportsmis, and you are still in Estadio de Sportsmis, a 240,000 capacity stadium. You can see our fans over here. Remember also, you can bring your business to this show. I will tell the world what you're selling, what your business is all about, and you see your profit over there. Also remember that you can subscribe to this channel with this bill on the screen, and make sure you are also a subscriber. So guys, we'll go over to the big question. I believe you're already expecting what we are asking, a big question. Okay, which among the following leagues could be seen as the best league in the world based on the following indices or criteria? I have indices here. We have popularity, media coverage, and TV rights. Under one, that is TV rights, media coverage. The number two, fan base, that is followership. The number three, financing power and sponsorship deals. Financing power and sponsorship deals. Then number four, transfer deals. Number five, players adaptability. Then the second to the last, match officiating. Then the last is excitement and level of competitiveness. We'll go over it again. We have transfer deals, fan base, followership, media coverage and TV rights, financing power and sponsorship deals, players adaptability, match officiating, excitement and level of competitiveness. So these leagues include, these are about 6 leagues that we have carefully selected. They are top-notch leagues in the world. So you listen, we have the Premier League, number one, the Spanish League, that's the La Liga, the Italian Serie A, the German Bundesliga, the French Ligue 1, and the last but not the least, the Nigerian Premier Football League. So, Mr. Martin, let's start with you. Which of this league could be seen as the best league in the world?
The Nigerian Premier Football League. Anyway, that's just being patriotic. Let's get serious. There's a criteria I was expecting to hear, but I was expecting to hear a criteria that has to do with success.
Success.
When, as in success, I'm talking about is like interleague success.
Okay.
When you measure things like Champions League trophies and Europa League trophies and all that.
Okay.
But since that is not there, it's kind of changes my answer, because if we were to add that, my answer would be different.
Okay.
So I'll go for the Premier League.
Why the Premier League?
Because you see the coverage, you see the fan base.
Okay.
This is a league that the English fans are something else. You look at the English media, oh my God, those guys can hype the player that is 5 million and you buy him for 80 million.
Are you saying the Nigerian Premier Football League doesn't have a media? Are you saying we don't have a followership? We are a country of 250 million, littered all over the world.
All I will tell you is, Google Nigerian Premier.
This is an indices that have been put together.
Yes, no problem.
Those who put the indices know the reason why. Yeah, of course.
Just pick Eyimba, Rangers International, and maybe pick Kano Pillars that have won the league in recent time, history, and check their followership on Instagram, check their followership on Twitter.
You know, Nigeria is a country that its people don't basically enjoy social media.
Ask him. How many of them go to the stadium to watch the football?
A whole mammoth number of crowd.
How many times has he turned on his television
I watch Nigerian Premier League football.
You mentioned
coverage. Yes.
When last did you see a Nigerian Premier League?
NTA shows
Which
NTA is a national TV. Can you NTA just like
calling station? You are calling NTA.
You said now that NTA shows Nigerian Premier League.
Yes.
Go and post it on your Facebook.
No, you can't.
How many people
you can't take it away from the fact that we have there are countries in Africa, even in the world, that don't have a TV. Was it not when Ronaldo went to Qatar that they started building?
Even when they play, even when Super Eagles play, did you tune on to your NTA to watch Nigeria?
I have one final.
There are many channels that show that match.
I have one final question for you.
Yes.
If you were to be asked to go for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Sports Edition, to win $1 billion, and you are to choose between two categories of questions, we want to answer questions from the Nigerian League past and present, or we want to answer questions from the English Premier League past and present, which will you pick?
The English Premier League is not our league.
You haven't answered my
It's not our league. We have to be patriotic enough to understand that the Nigerian Premier League have the coverage, they have the fan base, they have the popularity. There is no way you go in Nigeria you don't see in Nigeria. I'm only trying. We have sponsorship deals. Do you recall that MTN is sponsoring Nigerian Premier League? Are you aware?
Sorry, I don't know.
Are you aware? The last Nigerian match that was held, they promised to give the Super Eagles 100 million. So you see the sponsorship deals.
Promised.
So
you haven't still answered the question. Which of the leagues are you going to pick?
We are talking about Nigerian Football League.
Which of the leagues are you going to pick?
Nigerian Premier Football League.
That is what you are going to pick. And remember, no lifelines. You are not going there. There is no guaranteed question. You must get to the top to get the money.
I will have to, because I've been following this league all my life. I remember we have Nigerian Premier League have good transfer deals. They have players adaptability. This is a place any player can come in and adapt. We have Ghanaians playing.
I am disappointed.
So now, you don't need to be disappointed.
Wait, I am disappointed. The same Nigerian Premier League is talking about is when if anybody wants to play lobby star now, they will enter bus from here with our bag.
The bus will spoil on the road. Then they will spoil the match with the next.
Listen, you have to be Africa. Show you are Africa.
Then why did you bring up the question?
Because we are Africa.
No.
Because don't believe the notion that there is.
The truth is that we are not. Our league is not doing well.
South African.
Even if you choose South African league, I will choose South African.
I can count up to 50 foreign national players playing for Nigerian Premier League. From Ghana, from Cote d'Ivoire, from South Africa, from Togo, from Egypt, in Nigerian league.
Are they playing in their national teams?
Okay. No, don't be a stammerer.
No,
don't stammer.
They do play.
Please give me 3 names and their countries. I need to check.
They do play. I cannot give you the answer name. They do play. Actually, but we just have to be. We just have to be truthful to ourselves. We have a high level of competitiveness in the Nigerian Premier League.
You will not bring Mercedes-Benz. You will not bring Mercedes-Benz with Volkswagen, and you tell me that I should go for Volkswagen and leave Mercedes-Benz.
But you know, it's only in the Nigerian Premier League or Premier Football League we have 2 category average league, Group A and Group B. That shows you the level of competitiveness. It's a credit. Is there any league in the world doing it? Is there any league in the
Premier League? Chelsea with that last position, but let's leave that.
No. How can you say that to Chelsea? How can you say that to Chelsea?
Look at Ogede League is involving us.
No, but which league in this criteria?
Okay, I go for the Premier League.
It's simple.
Why?
But you know, if
far above.
The gap is, the margin is too wide. It's just like from here to Kafanchan.
But we've been experiencing recently the whole lot of errors in officiating, VAR and the rest of other issues.
Where?
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
Of course.
Yes, see, these things are made by human beings. And mistake, those things are not perfect.
We equally have VAR in Nigeria.
And it's human being that is operating it.
We equally have VAR in Nigeria. We usually have a TV stand in one of our
matches. Yes, that's 14 inches.
14 inches. So
that you have to go cross the line or what? I understand.
I remember.
We have a VAR where the home team is meant to win every match. It's just now that we are seeing little changes that the away team will come and draw, and sometimes they will. Normally, before every home team must win. A league where you are the one that that accommodates the ref, you are the one paying for their hotels, you feed them. Then do you expect the ref to enter the pitch and and favor the other your opponents?
But
no, it must favor you.
So
it's not supposed to be so. So they need to step up before we start talking about comparing them with another.
So for you, the Premier League is the best. Mr. Martins?
Let me for once support him.
You want to support him?
For once.
Is it because you have
Premier League?
No.
This one is aside.
It's okay, but for me, I would rather pick the Nigerian Premier Football League.
For you?
For me, I would pick Nigerian Premier Football League.
Opinion is like noses. We all have noses.
Yeah.
So that is it, because I see all these indices are well cut out in Nigerian Premier Football League.
Sir, before you begin to compare these things, let us put the things in place.
Okay.
Let us, if we know what we need to invest in our league, we need to do it.
Okay, talking about if we know what we need to invest in our league, we need to do it. As patriotic Nigerians, we just have to always be people who are optimistic in every occasion. We can never write out the Nigerian Premier Football League out. We can't write it out. Nigeria is our own. The clubs, they are our own. So in as much as we are supporting the foreign teams like Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, don't always forget that there is a place for home. Guys, it's a wrap. Thank you for coming around, Mr. Akpala.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Mr. Martins, your team is playing in the Europa League. We wish you all the best. But for the one playing in Champions League, we just pray that you come out stronger. Mr. Martins, thank you for coming around.
Thank you. And remember, we beat Barcelona and we shall do it again.
You beat Barcelona and you do it again. Okay, guys, catch you is a wrap. I want to say thank you to all the production crew. They are wonderful. They are doing very well. We'll catch you guys next time. So please stay tuned and forward this link to everyone on your bio. Bless you. Thank you. Catch you. It's a wrap. Bye.